Does anybody remember when like Gary Vee was a huge personality, like maybe 2, 3 years ago? Not saying that he isn't now. It's just like I feel like his name has not been in any type of news or anything recently. It's just how kind of life is because when somebody doesn't whatever. Anyways, you get the point. Um, I kind of find it funny. So like one of the things that he always said was like when he got interviews with people that were around my age, like younger 20s, mid 20s, and everything, he always said like, "You're so fucking young. You're so fucking young." And then most of the time, those kids would be like, "I just want to get out of my parents' house. I feel like my parents are the reason why I'm not growing, blah blah blah." And his simple answer was, "Then get the fuck out of your parents' house." Like, here's my thing, man. So again. Well, let me say this. For anybody that's new here, I am 25 years old. I grew up in Indiana, on the west side of Indianapolis, and now I am back. I moved so many different times, and it was probably the worst thing in my life, but I got to experience new things that I probably would have never otherwise, or had no desire to. The point that I'm trying to make here or that I'm going to make is that he was right. So I'm 25 and now I just moved 14 hours away where my parents' last location is New York. And one of the most fascinating things is that it was unbelievably scary to kind of go about life right off the bat on your own. Because, sometimes you just like when you're brand new to it, you're just like, I don't know what to do. Like, you don't know. And my thing is this. The factor of adulting is paying bills, making sure that you're eating, and making sure that your health is wealth, right? Like, if you're taking care of yourself, you're pretty much fine. Like, what I'm basically learning, let's just say this. If you guys are scared to move out, I would say it's okay to be scared, but don't be scared because the bills are probably the most scary part of everything, just making sure that you can get them on time and making sure that you can actually pay the bills. I mean, rent, utilities, everything, it's the basic stuff. Gas, health insurance. I mean, listen, the summary of adulting is paying bills. Now, what I've noticed ever since moving out of my parents' house is that I was like a little scared. I was like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to afford all this stuff. And it's like, trust me, guys. The thing is that as a young kid or a young adult, you need to understand that networking is everything. Like, you have so much life ahead of you. Think about it. I'm 25, maybe you're 25, 24 even, whatever. Think about it. You have to literally come out the womb and live the last 25 years of your life to hit 50. And if you're saying like, oh my God, my life has felt so long, I feel so old. Do you see how much time you have now? Like, it's a lot. Now, granted, there's health that's involved, so you might not be able to live certain time frames or whatever, but I can safely say that when you move out of your parents' house, one, it's an emotional thing. It hurts, it sucks, but it's probably the best thing that you could ever do because now you have all this independent freedom that is choices that you have to make that could impact your future and how your future is in literally the future. So what I'm facing right now is, well, I've networked. I have a cool car in a place that doesn't have these kind of cars normally. So I'm making network connections like that. Which is huge because now it's like, oh shoot, if anything were to happen to me, maybe I can reach out because of my personality, my respectfulness, that they'd be like, okay, hey, sweet. Like, I'd be more than happy to maybe lend you a room for a little bit or to help you get back on your feet or whichever. But truthfully, it's so crazy because throughout your teenage years in high school and college, you're always like, how am I going to fend for myself? How am I going to fend for myself? But then when you actually get to that point, you're like, whoa, I can do it. Listen, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I know I don't have kids. I know I'm not married. But those are actually probably the most those are actually probably pros of anything. Because if you think about it, humans love socializing. And you got a family, I mean, you're socializing every single second of the day because you're with them all the time. I will say this. Adulting is nowhere near as hard as it ever was, but I definitely think purchasing things is a lot harder. So like if you want a house, like save up and then buy a house. I would say the basic adulting things are actually pretty easy. Now, when you're starting up a business and stuff, which I've done before too, it's crazy because I'm only 25, but starting up business is probably the hardest thing to do ever as an adult because now you're messing with the taxes, now you're messing with complex finances and accountants and all this different mumbo jumbo that is what you may have thought would be like an easy way to get rich, right? Like, listen, let's be real with each other here. Say you had $1 million, say I had $1 million. I guarantee you were going to be fine. Even if you lived on a somewhat decent lifestyle, you could afford that for probably a good couple of years. If it was just like no taxes involved and you just had $1 million. Like, money obviously is the thing that drives the way of life. But I think when you're on your own, you start to realize, how can I make more money? And obviously the way that I've always learned is you have to spend money to make money. Whether that be driving and making content out of that. I mean, nowadays where internet is loaded with money. So whether that's making content, or maybe you're interested in auto detailing, or maybe you're interested in nail tech, or you're interested in doing nails or like hair or something. Okay, well, branch out and see how you could do that as maybe a freelance, so that way you take pure profit rather than anything else. Listen, all I can say is, you guys got it, 100%. I mean, I'm on 1 week of living back here, and I am nothing but happy. The only thing that saddens me is really the fact that I don't have my dog. But I know that this is the step that I have to take in order to make sure I can get my dog back. Maybe that's buying a house or buying a nice apartment or a condo or whichever. But anyways, guys, I don't want to ramble on too much, but I hope you can take something from this video and say that you really got it. You just got to believe in yourself, and trust me, you got it. All right? I'll see you in my next video.